So the first key word, empathy, and one of our doctoral dissertations looked at 17 different variables about the people on a team and which of those variables might correlate with team performance. And the only variable that correlated strongly across all conditions, both local and global teams, is the magic word, empathy. I want to stress that it's not empathy in one person. If Sabine has great empathy and the rest of us have zero, that's not going to make a winning team. It's a property that needs to be shared across the membership of the team. And then the second phrase there begets my contrarian behavior, and I replay a notion of having been asked, how do you address leadership with an audience of 400? And my smart answer was, no leaders allowed. Some leadership required. That's a very strongly felt position. So we don't want people in lead positions with the rest of the group waiting. That's a terrible waste of human potential. So leaders, no. Leadership, yes. As in everybody on the team can and should lead when it makes sense for them. So that's a strong position on the role of leadership. And then there's an echo of that with regard to leading innovation. And there I beg managers to let people innovate. Don't make them innovate. Don't even try to make them, they'll run away from you. But you can let them. You can create an environment, an ecosystem that says, you're welcome to think differently here. And what makes teams highly innovative? And I think I should first assert that there's no guarantee that a team will be innovative. And the insight is that in studying teams in this curriculum, where everybody is hell-bent on doing breakthrough innovation, so we've been looking at extreme collaboration scenario and took it to be normal. When we're in collaboration mode, we agree to disagree. Like, dear Sabine, do you realize that I don't have a mechanical engineering degree in a faculty position in mechanical engineering? That's a kind of admission that teams need to make to each other, like what they don't know, as well as asserting what they think they know. And so that's, the aha is, I didn't realize we were studying the extreme scenario and taking it for granted that everybody did that. But in fact, the vast majority are in cooperation mode. We need to send each other positive emotional signals. Creative teams have to engage in collaboration. Collaboration is a wide spectrum from mediocre to poor to mediocre to excellent. And in a curriculum like we're surrounded with here, we're informing people, we're letting people be creative, collaboratively. We still can't tell them. For over 10 years, all of the teams in our curriculum, a group of 3 to 4 at Stanford, 3 to 4 at an international university, plus 3 to 4 at a corporate team. So every team is a team of teams. So you can quickly guess that most of the communication actually has to happen digitally. We've been exploring that issue for 30 years. We've never received evidence that the digital channel works anywhere nearly as well as the face-to-face channel. And so we have to send everybody around the world to meet each other at the front end of the project, form a relationship to somebody. So when email or Skype invitation comes from Sabine, I see a face, I see hair, I smell her perfume, all the things that make relationship. absolutely central. And the digital is helpful, but don't imagine that it replaces analog human interface. In particular, if you're familiar or our audience is familiar with the role of simulation, it lets you fail safely. And if you never test yourself to the limits, you don't know where the limit is. And in real life, you're unlikely to push to that limit because there could be damaging consequences. In the simulator, you can push to it. Wow, was that a bad move? And recover, do it differently next time, at least try to. So collaboration is fundamentally and deeply analog. Digital can be helpful, digital can be very distracting, and many faculty are complaining that the students in the room have all got screens up. And that becomes actually a tangible, visual statement of the reality that nobody in that room is paying attention to the speaker for more than about 7 seconds.